Hello guys and welcome back. Today we'll be watching episode 2 of Higurashi Go. We're in Ani Damashi Hen, aka Demon-Deceiving chapter, even though technically it hasn't said that, but obviously I have the freaking file name, dude. Don't blame me. Um but yeah, last video we started off um with a pretty standard episode, at least according to canon, besides Satoko getting KO'd by Rika's trap. um so I know it's gonna get shaken up a bit this episode, so I'm pretty excited for that. um we'll do banter since I think we'll have opening this episode. So something cool. I mean, there's a lot since it's been a while since we've did banter stuff because I didn't really do that for the movies. But I don't know if you know about it. There's like this app going around called Wombo Art, which makes like AI generated art, and usually it's just like very scary. um, so I was just playing around with that for like 30 minutes today. I was just looking up Higurashi characters, and most of them are nightmare fuel, but I found like a very a very like good one that actually like looks like it. Like the character, because mainly it just turned into like some really creepy stuff, but I found like a really nice Satoko one, so I thought that would be nice to share. Look at that, dude. This is, see, it says the prompt typed into, basically you type in a prompt and you choose like a filter, and then it like AI generates art. I don't know the process, but dude, that looks pretty much like Satoko, right? Hairstyle, little band. It's actually, it looks like pretty sick, not gonna lie. And then you're like, oh, that's alright. But like, I'm telling you, I went through like 20 images and they're all like terrifying normally. Like, here's another Satoko. This is another Satoko, I think, without the filter. I don't know what that is. It looks nothing like Satoko. This is freaking, this is what happened to Satoko after the live action movie during the massacre, dude. Full on spooky. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a little cool. If you want to check it out, Wombo Art. It's a pretty cool app. But yeah, that's all the banter I had. I just thought it was funny. If I see another cool one, um, that's Higurashi related, obviously, I'll show it. But yeah, anyways, we should get into this. It's pretty exciting stuff, and I already see 0 seconds in, there's some fragment stuff, which is exciting. So yeah, let's get into this. Of course, this is still a timer based reaction, which means you will need your own copy of the episode. And then I'll count you down from 3 and then go start it, and you should be synced. And of course, there is a timer in the bottom right corner, like here. Sorry. That'll help you keep on sync, or if you ever desync. And at the end of the video, we'll discuss the episode a bit. So yeah, let's get right into this. Higurashi Go episode 2, Ani Damashi Hen part 2. Little redundant, but when we get to a new arc, it will sound less redundant. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. This is different. Hanyu. Rita's looking a little different. Kinda. Maybe? It's kind of funny. I didn't mention it in the intro, but I was about to say, judging from last episode, I'm guessing we're not post Matsuri Bayashi, but obviously this is post Matsuri Bayashi, so there we go. I kind of imagined they would do Hanyu early, but I didn't expect them to do it like that since they said this would be a experience for new viewers also, but they kind of just revealed stuff. Intro? Let's pay attention to this. And jam, hopefully. They do like those shots, huh? Of like the somber looking face. They did that like multiple times in the first episode. So it is a sequel. Okay. I kind of thought it wouldn't be a sequel, to be honest. Or at least be part sequel, part like prequel. But I guess Rita's back in the time loop. Lol. And that's older Rika. Made sense, I guess. You know, not being judgy at all, but I'm just saying maybe she needs a little bit of a haircut because she really drew out her hair. Probably not the time for it, but just some observations. So that's like at least high school Rika, right? And like she said, she knows everything about the fragment anyways, so ooh, ooh. Kinda scared me, Brenna. Why were you doing it like that? Why was she holding it like that though? I wanted to talk about something, but we'll do it post discussion. But from what we know, somehow Rita's back in the time loop after going into high school. Hanyu's weaker, I guess, from time. It'll be interesting to see how she plays it. It's not like you can just kill Takano as as you thought about before, just because it wouldn't actually matter. Gym outfits. Mian's still rolling the super rolled up sleeves. Same color code, right? I don't fully remember the gym colors. Tag? Yeah. Wonder how Rita's feeling if she hasn't been in the time loop since Matsu Bayashi. I'm sure it was easier to keep up the act before, but okay, so they're doing zombie tag. Nice. No. Always unlucky. Yo, it's the boys. It's great to see them. Haven't seen them actually in any of the OVAs, I think. Uh, it's cool seeing stuff like this, classic. Because they didn't do. No, they did do Zombie Tag and Kai. Though this seems more closer to source material, I think. It's kind of fuzzy. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, well, it didn't go into the pervert stuff. Lucky for Keiichi. The sacrifice. Yo, they're on the roof. New tech. Hmm. uh, the classic. Master of disguise. Bam, 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 bam. Ooh. I feel like even though it's the same, the main difference is it feels like Rena's kind of malicious. Though that just might be Keiichi's syndrome acting up, I guess, actually, so never mind. I don't know. Ooh. Don't break him this time. Usually he loses an arm, right? Ooh. It's a weird way to break wood, huh? As a hatchet, man. Breaking stuff with a point instead of like an axe. It's a weird style of hatchet. Oh. I I mean, post Matsurubayashi, it made sense that they start to remember stuff, even though this time loop is starting like a way later. Oh, that's cool. That's actually pretty cool. Oh man. So if this is gonna be all sequel, there is a bit to think about, huh? How everything plays out. And I guess what's the twist? Because like it can't Tatano can't be the end game anymore. It could be kind of like Outbreak, where Nomura's more involved with Tokyo, I guess. He is huge. Hey, you didn't lose an arm this time. Oh. Uh, Dude, I don't think it's the syndrome. I think there's something weird with Rena. Or at least that's how it feels like. Or it's just the syndrome. It's so hard to tell. I wonder if they're gonna do cat eyes like they did in the old anime. Or they're just gonna use dead fish eyes. Oh, tarp. Boom, boom. It is cool we got to see Rena's house later, but I remember first reading Anu Takashi. I was kind of mad they didn't show it. They do show it in Sumi though. Ooh. I like how curvy the resting smiles are. Really adds style to the art, which is already like super distinct, honestly. Like I said before last reaction. Oh baby. Wonder if they're actually gonna show the five demon battle royale, because in the older anime they kind of just flashed forward through it with like stills. With yeah, oh, okay. I remember this scene. Nope. See this like even the script here is like super similar straight from the visual novel. More than it was in the original anime when they showed this. Which is interesting. Was Rena there? I don't actually remember. Maybe. Rena. Rena's spooking me, man. I don't like it. It's too early for Keiichi. To think about it, like Keiichi's. Never mind. It's not too early. Never mind. Oh, here we go. Rika, the classic shrine maiden outfit. Jesus. Okay. Jesus. Oh, the fish water thing, right? Ew. Oh, they didn't show it though. When Keiichi uses fish tank water to eat it fast. Okay, they sped through it, but at least they properly showed it, which was nice. So that's what they meant with the cotton candy. I was always under the assumption that they like made it into a ball and like ate it all at once, but they like twisted it up. Please, dude, I'm ready for Takano appearance. Official appearance and go. So no shooting, no writing on shirt with permanent marker like on Takashi. This is Rita making her moves. But it's way too late, right? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, just she knows she's gonna die. Nice. I still don't know how I feel about Hasselhoff Tomataki, man. That chin is so powerful, man. No. Oh, gotta go fast. Ah, it's okay. We'll let Rena have this one until the next arc. Even though she's extra spooky for some reason. Time to see the dance, baby. At least they kind of showed it in the movie. I always like seeing the Rita dance. Never have enough of it. Just because it's always slightly different, I feel. Depending on the medium it's shown in. Whoa. Extra suede? She has her hair done. That's new tech. And the hoe's looking better than in the movie. At least, though. Probably shouldn't use that as a litmus. Love the crown thing. The ponytail. The ponytail is very movie-esque. Again, don't know why I'm comparing it. She actually looks kind of badass. Oh, this is actually kind of sick. Best adaptation of the Rita dance so far. I think it already takes the title. And she's doing it with confidence. Not like she struggles in the other ones. This is actually really sick. Tatano. That was it? Holy shit. I thought we were like only halfway through. Okay, ending. Song? I already feel like this song's more my vibe. No offense to the opening. It's gonna take a little bit to digest the openings and endings. This went by so fast, man. Love the little Takano spoiler. Teaser, I guess I should say. There's Present Rika. Is that what it is? Oh, now I feel stupid. Ooh, Xian Mian conflicts. Yes, Satoko and Tepe. So it's going to be similar, I guess. Actually, we'll save it for the other conversation. That is ew. Ooh. Is that Rena's dad, Banji, and Rina? Did not need to see that. Part 3. So these don't have like titles, they're just like chapter titles. Anyways, we're done. We're done. Thank you for watching. We're definitely gonna be going over it. But if you're not if you're only here for the reaction, thank you. It was good, really good. Very interesting. We definitely need to like look at it right now. So let's go back into this. A lot to talk about, I think. First off, the intro. Okay, I might be like dumb. So okay, before that, so this is a sequel. I know people like called it a sequel in the comments, but I thought they were menting like less literal, like a sequel to the story, and more like a sequel to the anime. But no, it's actually a sequel, which is, again, is kind of funny because in the intro, even though I didn't say it, but I said it like once we actually started the reaction, I thought it was like confirmed that this is pre-Matsuri Bayashi. Because my original prediction for Go was that they would show the Hanyu stuff and like come at it from a perspective and Rika and Hanyu trying to escape the fate, instead of like starting with Keiichi and stuff, like just starting straight from there, which would be like interesting, I feel. But it's a sequel, which is interesting. Like they're officially establishing it as a sequel with an older Rika, which now I do kind of understand why people say that maybe this isn't the best starting point for a Higurashi fan. And and it really is just the small change of having it like reveal the sequel stuff. I don't know. It feels like you should probably know the original story. But it's probably digestible without it, I feel. Maybe this like adds a layer of mystery for non Higurashi like informed people. So they'll be like, oh, so Rika knows what this is, or because they don't know it's a time loop yet, right? So maybe it does. It's just hard to like imagine for me since I know everything. So I'm trying to put my self in their perspective, but it's kind of dope. So we get older Rika, and I was gonna say like, yes, I have a Go poster, and it shows like a Rika and a Rika like walking into the fragments, and I actually just assumed it was like normal Rika and Himitsubushi Rika, but I guess that's like this Rika and like normal, like future Rika and normal Rika, which it doesn't make sense since she doesn't have the green dress, but I just kind of assumed it was Himitsubushi and normal Rika. Just because it's kind of stuffed because they like messed up the coloring job on the legs. Because maybe it's not an official poster. I don't know, but yeah, that's cool though. I will say. So, so she has a school uniform on. I was trying to say, is she actually just wearing the same uniform? But because it kind of looks like that on the poster. But there was but it is like just a normal school uniform, right? Then we have Hanyu, who's like really short. Now I just Rita's just really tall. It's nice to see Hanyu. Again, she looks kind of pudgy in this art style, but it's cute. So this is a world, I assume, post Matsuri Bayashi. Um, Hanyu probably didn't, or maybe she does talk to Hanyu. Or I don't know. I just their conversation actually means like Rika was wondering why she didn't talk to Hanyu when she woke up as tiny Rika. Um Instead of like, because normally like Hanyu's there. So this is actually confirming that Hanyu won't be there during the fragment stuff, which is interesting. So she can only talk to Rika like outside of the fragment for moments, as shown when Rika was having her weird red eye stuff, which is interesting. So Hanyu won't have like a major. She can't pull off any miracles this time. Um, I don't know why. Maybe it's from age, since like Hanyu's power's been dwindling and now they're sort of forced back into the time loop for unforeseen circumstances. And it's looking kind of weird. There's like a temple. I wonder if that like signifies like the Furude temple, or like Hanyu's abode. But now that this is a sequel, this is a lot of potential for some answers, because I had some wild theories from Outbreak that might actually just be answered in part 2 of Outbreak that isn't an anime, just a visual novel. So I don't know if that's part of it, but like, okay, interesting. Like my original thought, like what I said, like I thought there would be some sequel stuff, obviously, but I thought it would be like a mix of the in between, maybe some prequel, and just jump around there. But it feels like there's gonna be a full sequel. But it adds this interesting perspective where Rika knows everything, um, and she can play it differently. Though I'm surprised she's just taking a passive role this time. I guess maybe she's waiting for like a lucky roll of the board. But we did see Teichi was getting his memories back already. Um, so that's good. Since I guess like even if a lot of times passed, it still counts as like another fragment, so it gets more synchronized. Then we get the intro. Decent song. I need to listen to it more. I like it though. They have a lot of those like under face shots, and they utilize it a lot in like both this episode and last episode. I like it. It's a unique style, just mainly because it adds tension through having like a different art style. Like just the critic in me wants to think like, how would it play out without that? If they just cut the music, had that flat tone of voice when it happened instead of doing the close up. I don't know, but it's something. Also, the one where older Rita's like running, she does look like a crab. I kind of wanted to say that. She reminded me of the rare crab Rita from Kai. Okay, but then we have Rena. Rena's weird. I don't know if it's from the syndrome or something's off with her. Because again, even though this is kind of following the Anutakashi storyline, it is a different thing. Because it did seem like Rena was about to kill Keiichi. Or like something's happening with her. And it's weird. It's like it's more like she's in a daze than she's frantic like we normally see like crazy Rena is. Now it still might be the syndrome because during this time, yes, Teichi does get weirded out by Rena, but it's just like a weird feeling. I don't know. Maybe it's just how it's being played out, but so we got Zombie Tate, and like I said last episode, they are showing parts of Anutakashi, but to me at least, and I could be wrong since it's been like 2 years, but it feels like it's actually like closer to the original script of the visual novel than the anime was, which is interesting. Um, Obviously, it cut stuff here and there, but I feel like lines are very similar. I don't know if that's just the subtitles I'm using, but Zombie Tate acted very, very similar to the original, while the Zombie Tate, which was in Kai, because they had to move it up, was different. So, just some interesting observations. Fun scene though, fun scene. Very accurate. Zombie Rika and Toko. But yeah, I don't know about Rena, man. I guess I don't have anything else to say besides something might be up more than usual. Like the scene where she didn't want Keiichi to hold the hatchet, which was weird because that's like that's anime only. So I was wondering why they showed that. Also, interesting observation for people who are post episode discussion only. I never really like thought about Rena's hatchet, but it's weird how they use it, eh? Because normally hatchets in Canada just look like small axes, but this one you kind of like break wood by like the little point, which kind of feels ineffective compared to like just breaking wood with a flat like straight line instead of like a point. I mean, I know nothing about anything like that, but I don't know. It kind of weirds me out, dude. But I guess more importantly, like we mentioned, Kichi does seem to remember killing Rena and Mion, so he is getting his memory back, which is good. So I'm wondering if Rita's just waiting for a nice roll of the board where more people get their memory back. Maybe a world with Shion already friends with Satoto, like something like that, and maybe that's why she didn't act, or just because the time loop started, she needs like a warm up period. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, because Rena's like, oh, Daisy. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do animal eyes or dead fish eyes for syndrome stuff, because this might just be syndrome stuff. It would be interesting if they go to dead fish eyes, since they have been mimicking the visual novel a lot more. Because animal eyes was used in the old anime and even in the movie. I kind of always liked the dead fish eyes over the animal eyes though. But I guess we'll have to see. The giant Colonel Randy. Love to see it. Then we start the Watanabe. They do blaze through the club activities, but it's still funny to see. Still remember Takoyaki eating contest with Keiichi burning his mouth. Shaved ice eating contest where Keiichi wins with the fish water. I wish they showed him like getting the glass from the fish tank. Would have been funny. Rita's commentary was like commentary on it was pretty hilarious too. And the cotton candy thing was interesting. Now is the for the real Higurashi fans? No, I'm not gonna ask you to check, but like I always thought in my mind for the cotton candy eating contest that I always thought they like crunched it into a ball and just ate it in one gulp, but in this one they twisted it, man. I want to see that technique real fast. Yeah, I guess they like made it into a corn dog, and you can probably like deep throat it and like just pull it out in one gulp. I don't know. That's some new tech, man. I think that might be anime new tech. So we have Tomotaki. They don't have the teddy bear thing. No like farewell thing to Tomotaki because he didn't really hang. And also another difference is instead, like on Anutakashi, he lies and says he is gonna take pictures of Rika, But in this one, he actually admits that he's busy with Takano. Then we get probably the coolest scene of either the little Rena and Teichi hand holding. Yes, I'll give it to you. We're waiting for the Watanabe equivalent, okay? Um, but the Rita dance is actually so cool. Like we always see the Rita dance little bits here and there, but this much in detail is really cool. How like choreographed it was. It's actually like so dope. I loved it. And she lets her new outfit, her little crown thing, ponytail. I actually love that look, man. And the drums, man. Oh, this is so cool. I'm watching this scene again. Actually, I adore that. That's definitely the highlight of the episode. And mixing it in with like freaking Takano, dude. How to make a great scene even hyper? You mix Takano in it with like little shots in it, ending with Takano's face. Oh man, basically the start of the battle. I love that, like showing Takano and then Rita like freaking bringing down the hammer on her. I know it's a hoe, but like just the same. That's actually so hype. So I'm excited for next episode. Seeing my girl in action. There she is. I kind of moved her up. But that's it's hard to see because my video quality not great. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say, man. Ending song, I did like the ending song a bit better. Visuals are cool, but the song itself is like kind of a bop. But again, we'll have to see as it plays out. Dude, dude, is that you hate to see it. It's actually like the pictures are pretty cool, huh? The Satoko and Tepe one's really spooky, and then the Rena catching her dad banging Rina, I assume, is ew. But also like pretty cool. It's actually like, oh, and then Teichi's just is disgusting, man. It's cool. Oh, and the final shot, the calendar, and it's like the same. Not the same days, but I'm guessing those are like this is the new time loop and the days Rika dies. A very cool interpretation. We can like talk more about I guess what it means to be a sequel and kind of move my outbreak theories that are probably wrong into this one. But I don't know how much they would show. But like the big question that I kind of brought up in thinking about Outbreak that I think is like cool. Like we know Rika was stuck in the time loop for 100 years, and we know Berncasta was stuck in like a time loop for like she said like 1,000 years, right? At least so maybe this is like the actual time loop that like creates Berncasta because we kind of saw it in Outbreak where Rita. There's an outbreak. It seemed like Rita or Berncasto left Rita or was about to leave or something like that. Um, Maybe outbreak's the true ending to go after everything. I don't know, but like there's stuff like that you can think about. I didn't really give it too much thought. Maybe I should for the next episode though. We'll see though. We'll see. There's a lot of stuff you can theorize. Might have to get the old theorizing muscles going again. But yeah, I think I'll wrap it up here. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. It's been fun. Lots of cool stuff. And it'll start getting crazy next episode. Kinda. I forgot how the timing actually goes. I think it's not like a 1-to-1 with the OG anime anymore. Because I think they ended it with Teichi and Tatano talking. But if I had to guess, it'll probably get at least to maybe not the mochi scene or something like close to that. Anyways, that's all I got, man. Super excited for this. It's a blast so far, and we'll see how it continues. And how this ends, I guess, because even though it's following on a Takashi, who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.